Good morning. I'm going to do a daily report on the 5 to 11-year-olds TGA adverse event reports today. I thought when I went into the TGA and put the search parameters in, I saw that there have been 6 deaths reported on the 25th of February with some parameters that were a bit more easily searchable. So I thought before I do my 5 to 11-year-old age group, I would do a short demonstration of how we can narrow down the ages and genders, at least, of those people who may have died and been reported as a death to the TGA. So I'm going to just share my screen with you. I've taken it back to the beginning so that I can go through the entire process for you. So hopefully, when I push all the right buttons, you'll be seeing my screen. So you're now seeing the browser for the TGA adverse event reports. So I've gone to the same place I always go. We're going to select COVID in select medicines, select all of them. So we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 COVID vaccines. I'm going to choose a single day being the last day at which reports are currently available, which is the 25th of February, remembering that they are 2 weeks behind. Now I want to select, actually, if I go into search, and we'll see how many reports there were for that day. In total, 177. And number of cases where death was a reported outcome is 9. So here on this first page, we've got the general disorders and classes of things. We can search here, number of cases where death was a reported outcome, highest first. So if I select that, these are now sorted so that here we see there were 6 cases where adverse event following immunisation was listed, and 4 of those cases were associated with death. So there were 30 cases where chest pain was listed. Only 2 of those were associated with death. So that would be, a bit more challenging. There was 1 with septic shock and 1 associated with death. So we could look that one up fairly easily and see who that might have been. But I want to start here. How do we see, without then scrolling through all 177 reports, which we can also do, we can go in and see which 6 had this, and then we know 4 of those were associated with death. So I'm going to take a backwards step and another backward step, and I'm going to, so I've still got the same search parameters in here, same drug, same day. I'm going into show advanced search options, and I want to select injury, poisoning and procedural complications, and select adverse event following immunisation, because that's what we're looking for. And it's loading. So now we have 6 reports. We can go straight to the list. And we know here are the 6 people who had reports of adverse event following immunisation. And we know that 4 of those, we don't know which 4, were also associated with death. This one is a very likely one because some of the other symptoms associated with the death in the previous screen were oropharyngeal pain, a troponin 1 increase and chest pain. So there's a 49-year-old male who is most likely one of those deaths. And of course, we've got here a 31-year-old woman, 19-year-old woman, 41-year-old woman, and 3 men, 49, 56 and 64. So 4 of these were associated with death. We don't know which ones from this. So that's how we go about narrowing that down. We can do the same with the others. Once you learn how to just narrow those search parameters, we can get a little bit more information about what's going on. So I'm going to end this one here. I'm going to investigate a couple more of these today, and I'm going to have a look at the figures for the 5 to 11 year olds. I'll do a weekly report either today or tomorrow on the age group as well. So I hope that has been somewhat helpful for you, and I will be back. Thanks everyone. Bye.